Yo, what's going on, guys? This is your boy BLS, and I am actually playing my first game right now. And alright, a couple days ago I uploaded a video about when I got the cops called on me, and I got a lot of good feedback from it. A lot of people liked that I was like sharing stories and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna share another story. And I was asking friends in a party the other day, like, what would you want to hear from me? They wanted me to just talk about things that have happened to me, or that would be funny. And I thought, they asked, you know, what's the worst thing that's ever happened to me? And like, I thought about it for a second. I wasn't really for sure what the worst thing was, but one thing did come to mind. And it's about the time almost like 3 years ago where I almost broke my leg. Ooh, yeah. It didn't feel too good, and like, it's kind of a funny story how it happened. And like, what's funny is how I almost broke it. Like 2 years later, another kid almost did it the exact same way. So it's pretty funny. When I was back in like junior high and high school, me and my friends during the summer would camp out in my backyard. Now it might sound weird, but I do have a really big backyard, and there was like we're close to the east side park in my town. So like, we can go and just screw around in that, even though we weren't supposed to be in a park. But we would play this game called Alien Tag, and what it basically was is we'd split up into equal groups, and one group would stay back at the campground or at the tent. The other group would go to the park, which is like 200 yards from my house, and hide in the park. And this park's actually, it's a pretty big park, so I mean, it's not the easiest thing, but we would text, or the group that hid in the park would text the group that was back at the campground and say, hey, we're ready, you guys can come try to find us. And basically it was hide and seek, but with tennis balls. And what you would do is, like, you would go in the park and you would find who's hiding, and you would hit him with a tennis ball. And it was pretty fun. There was some bad parts about it, which is how I almost broke my leg. But two-piece. And we did this for like a couple years before I actually had the time where I almost broke my leg. But so basically, the people that were hiding would try to actually get back to the campground, and you got to run through this small little section. I'll actually have a picture of, I'll put a picture up right now of what the view was that you had to run through. Like, it was like a driveway, and there was like a little parking lot right there. You had to run through the driveway. Like, you couldn't go like up the road and in a backyard. So you had to go through the driveway, and you had to get half your team back if you wanted to go hide again. Well, I was hiding really close to the front. I don't know if you can see it in the picture that I took, but honestly, like, I was hiding in like this, I was a tiny kid, okay? I was like 5'5", 5'2", so like, I could hide in like the smallest places. And I was hiding in this tree, and all the other kids passed me, and they were like 10, 15 yards up ahead. And me and this kid were texting each other, and he said, let's make a run for it. So I got down out of the tree, and from the point of view is where I had to run to the driveway where that picture was. Alright, so what I decided to do is I actually decided to jump out of this tree. And it wasn't a very big tree. It was only like 15, maybe 20 feet tall. I jumped out of it, and I made a run. I just dead sprint. And I was a tiny kid, and I was actually pretty damn quick when I was younger. And I don't really know how fast I could run or anything, but I just, like, I could run. I think my fastest mile was under 6 minutes. So if that tells you anything, I was actually really fast, like, distance and speed wise. Anyways, as soon as I jumped out of that tree, like 3 kids on the other team, and there was probably like 10 of them, 3 kids seen me jump out. So I full on dead sprint back to the tent, just so I didn't get hit with a tennis ball. And as you can tell, like, if you try to look below my car, I actually put an arrow. There's a wire there, and this wire is like, it's like steel wire. I don't really know how you would like explain that, but this stuff's not breaking, okay? But it's not. It wasn't budging. Like, it wasn't breaking. It wasn't. You know, you weren't. There's no way you're gonna break it. I full on 100% straight up run into that, and like it was. I can't even. Like, it was probably the funniest thing to see me run into it, because everybody was just dying. Like, it's funny now that I like, because I can laugh about it now because I just picture myself running into it. But anyways, if you could just imagine, like, this little kid, okay, just dead sprint, and, like, mid-thigh area, just run into a rope, and literally my legs kicked out behind me. Like, I ended up, my face was in the ground, my legs were in the air, but that was by far one of the most painful moments in my life. Like, I've never felt that much pain. I actually, like, I had a worse experience when I was younger, but I was too young to really understand what the hell happened to me. But anyways, here I am, I'm like mid-air. My feet are at least, I mean, like, I'm like one completely, like, vertical, like, my feet are up here, my face was in the ground. I actually had scars on my face from where I was hitting gravel. Yeah, it was pretty painful. But anyways, it actually took me a second to realize what I did, because I was in shock from, like, how quick it happened and how bad it hurt. Like, at first I didn't realize what happened, and then I looked down at my leg. It was my left leg, and seriously, it just like a big old wad of skin. That's what it looked like, and it was bleeding. And I was like, oh my gosh, you have to be kidding me. Did I just break my leg? Like, I literally, because I've never broke a bone in my body, so I don't know what it feels like. So I was like, there's no way I just broke my leg. Like, this is like during soccer season and everything, and I was like, this can't happen, this can't happen, this can't happen. I was freaking out. I actually started to peel the skin off of where the wound was, and like it started to bleed even more. And I literally sat there and I screamed, like, I didn't know what the hell happened. And one of my buddies, his name is Matt, he came over. He was actually laughing, but he like was making sure I was alright. And basically, like, I looked down at my leg and it's just it's like this long of just purple and dead skin, like skin, peeled off skin. And it's indented at least this far in my leg. Like, just imagine, imagine this being like a blown up picture of your leg. This is what it looked like in my leg. You can look at the side of my leg and there's that big of an indentation. And I said, Matt, I think I broke my leg. I think I broke my leg. And he's like, get up. And I got up and I put a little bit of pressure on it and it hurt so bad. I was like, oh, I can't put pressure on it. So for like 200 yards, I literally hopped on one foot all the way back to my house. It was like 5 in the morning right now, and I walk in the house. I was like, Dad, you have to take me to the hospital. I really think I broke my leg. And he's like, let me see it. And I showed him it, and he's like, are you sure you broke it? And he's like, stand up. And I stood on it. He's like, you didn't break your leg, you just got lucky. And he's like, go take some Tylenol and go back in. And I wish I would have took a picture of it because it was like so freaking bad. It's like basically taking a golf club and taking the head off the golf club and having someone hit your leg. That's what it felt like. Like, it stung, it throbbed. I actually, when I fell asleep that night and woke back up like the next day, my whole thigh was purple. So I was like, Jesus, did I just like rip my leg has to be like screwed. Right now, as of now, there's a little bit of a dent from where I hit it, and it's like a couple years, but I think it damaged the muscle, obviously, because there's still a dent, but the only thing is, it doesn't grow hair there. There's just like a line, it's about 6 inches long, and it's just about this wide, and it just doesn't grow hair on my leg. And it's on like my mid-thigh. Yeah, but it was a pretty painful experience, and I was at such a young age, like, I've never experienced pain like that. And, yeah, now it's alright. I didn't lose ability to walk, or I limped for about a week, but that was about it. It's funny because about a year, maybe 2 years after it happened to me, it actually happened to someone else, and his was a little up, like in his territory, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, his hurt a little more. His actually hit his upper thigh and cut his nut open. Not like to where his nut was hanging out, but his nut sack was literally bleeding from it because he hit it, like he did the same exact thing. And I actually seen that one too, and it was like, I understand now that I can like laugh, and every time I think about what mine looked like, I just laugh because it's too funny. Bang bang! Bang 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 bang! Bang bang! Bang 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 bang! Bang 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 bang! Bang 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 bang! Bang bang! Yo, leave a comment. Bang bang! For that Sui. Bang bang! It was alright. It was alright. It was only, you know, whatever. It was alright. Bang bang! Well, you guys, let me tell you about something, alright? I just want to let you guys know that you guys' support has been awesome, and I can't thank you guys enough. It's honestly amazing. When Top 100 comes out, I'll obviously have a song coming out. So yeah, look out for that. And you guys are just awesome. And make sure, just get this to, what should we shoot for? 400 likes. Let's go. 400 likes on this video. You guys can do it. You guys have been blasting everything out of the water. Like, it's insane. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you leave a like and a comment. Subscribe if you haven't already. Get on that 10K mark. You guys want me to hit 10K because something special is coming out. But make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter down in the description. You guys are awesome. But thank you guys for watching. This has been your boy BLS. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. Love you guys.